Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 3 4-minute rounds for the DC Amateur Flyweight Championship. And it's brought to you by Mouth of the South, located at North 30th in historic Florence. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the Tommy's Tires blue corner. This wrestler stands 5'3", weighing in at 126.6 pounds, holding an amateur record, 3 wins, 0 losses. Training at a Next Edge and fighting out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Robiel Tesfaldet.
Working.
His opponent across the cage. Fighting out of the Nebraska Lottery red corner is a kickboxer standing 5'6", weighing in at 126 pounds, holding an amateur record, 8 wins, 3 defeats. Training out of Top Tier and fighting out of North Platte, Nebraska, ladies and gentlemen, your reigning, defending DC Amateur Flyweight Champion, Delfino Benitez. Your referee in charge of the action is Emilio Herrera.
Let's go, Delfino! Are we live? Are we live?
No, I can't hear you.
Ooh! Turn it on.
If you can hear Henry.
Can you hear me?
Hey, let's get that underhook on the left side. Get that underhook on the left side. Underhook on your left side.
Yeah, Robiel comes out of South Dakota, Next Edge Academy, with Bruce Hoyer coaching him. It looks like I got Tal Robinson commentating with me, lightweight champ.
Delfino's getting the better of this first round.
Let's go to that body lock. Just relax.
Where'd you say this guy was from?
Yeah, Delfino's actually from North Platte, and Robiel's out of Next Edge Academy in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Looks like Benito was actually born in Mexico and was brought over here when he was 13 years old by his father. Plans on making his pro debut in March, so the first guy to get through this fight.
Yeah, definitely. You want to end your amateur career on a good note, definitely.
Yeah, Robiel's fought twice in the DC cage, winning both times. One of the first round finish, the other one he had to kind of grind out for 3 rounds. I believe he's 3-0 in the 3-0 overall.
That one that was a 3-round fight, that was here at the Cocoa Keys, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was Robiel's second or third fight. Coming out of South Dakota, sometimes it's hard to keep track of these guys' records.
Oh.
Hey, know where you're at. Use that
Very
cage.
talented wrestler. Used a lot of ground and pound in that fight, too.
Use the cage. Walk. Slow walk. Left hand on the mat.
Delfino's actually training out of Top Tier now. Originally out of training in Grand Island and Kearney. Kind of made his way out to North Platte working with Ryan McDonald, who's in his corner tonight. He's another gray hat.
Yes, definitely. Ryan McDonald, I can't wait to see him fight. He's got a fight coming up in March, if I heard right.
I believe so. Haven't kept up too much on that.
Doing good, Delfino. Let's get our back on the fence.
Actually, Dynasty Combat Sports will be back in March, I believe the 12th in Kearney, Nebraska. And then MMA Futures February 20th, starting a road trip around the Midwest. Mitchell, Nebraska, and Legion Combat Sports is up first.
Turn into him, not away.
Robiel looking for the back, maybe?
Right side
Like to see
comes in. Go for that
Delfino
right
go
side
put his back
underhook.
straight up against the cage.
Right side underhook. Short time, 10 seconds. Doing awesome.
Tower, you know about those 4-minute rounds. What's the difference?
It's a big difference. That extra minute, you got to step up your game, get your cardio on point. That extra minute goes so much farther. It's ridiculous. I can't imagine what it's like going 5 minutes quite yet.
But you can't imagine what 3 rounds is.
Southern home-cooked cuisine from gumbo to jambalaya.
A lot of good 3-round wars.
Over the Midwestern twang
Mr.
located
Robinson
in historic
here.
Florence.
Never in a boring fight. Never, man.
Yeah. Keep them excited. Keep them entertained, I guess.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the official DC after party immediately following tonight is across the street at Firewater Grill, located at the base of Comfort Inn and Suites. Make sure you guys come out there, meet and greet with the fighters, fans, and staff.
How would you score that first round there, Henry?
Pretty easy. First round, Robiel Tesfaldet. Looking with a lot of energy now, too, in his corner.
I agree with that. Delfino's definitely 1 round down right now.
Have some waiting for him, Delfino.
MMA Futures will be out in Kansas City, February 27th.
Ooh.
First key KCMA event of the year.
Whizzer down, hips in, both feet to the mat.
Then March 19th will be at MCF in North Platte, Nebraska.
Good, keep that whizzer tight. Got nothing there, just relax. Keep those feet against the fence.
Delfino definitely paying close attention to his corner, Ryan McDonald.
A little bit better job defending the takedown.
Left hand on the mat. Right now.
Good wrist control. I have to get that right underhook. Robiel doing a good job keeping that underhook with his left arm.
Scoot your back to the fence.
Get some ground and pound going, maybe.
Delfino, he's needing to get his back up against that cage and try and build himself up. Get a little separation.
Good elbows from Robiel on top. Robiel.
Left hand on the mat, back on the fence, Delfino. Head up.
Next Gen in Sioux Falls actually produced quite a few very talented fighters. David Michaud, Shayna Baszler,
Relax, got nothing for you.
Nate Flanders. A lot of talented fighters that have now moved on to even larger, very popular gyms.
Good, now your back's on
Ben
the mat.
Wynn.
Back's on the cage. Good, keep that body locked.
Truthfully, the first time I've ever seen anybody be able to control Delfino.
Nah, Delfino's been dominant in his last few fights. There really hasn't been anyone to take the fight to him and
Now go.
out-grapple him and out-strike him.
Yeah, won the belt early in his career in first ever Ironman tournament. Another thing you know well.
I do remember when Delfino won that Ironman tournament. He fought against a teammate of mine, Carlos, in the finals and won with a knockout, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he upset 2 talented fighters that night. Carlos in the finals, and then in the first round he fought a fighter out of Kansas who was likely favored to win the tournament. Actually submitted him, I believe, too.
No, I do remember that fight. I think he actually won by decision. But no, I do remember it was a good fight.
Keep your head off the fence.
That first round of that tournament. But Ironman tournaments, we don't talk about that too often.
Short shot.
With my given past experience.
Also sitting next to the cage right now, Mr. Weaver.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. You just wait till you get that rematch in Spring Brawl.
Oh.
We got a surprise for you, Tower.
Oh, yeah?
Finally a stand-up. Robiel had kept pretty active. A little surprised for that. Honestly,
wow.
Delfino going a little, little reckless, maybe. Good counter by Robiel. Don't know if he can do this, though, without any hooks.
Nope.
Delfino actually went to the wrong side.
Right arm over the head. Go high arm.
Robiel might actually be able to adjust.
I think he's got his chin underneath. Yep, there we go.
Now let's throw some elbows.
Haven't really seen Robiel on his back, so it might be interesting to see what he can do here.
Posture, 10 seconds, throw as hard as you got.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think
Put some shots
Robiel definitely,
go.
he's on his back right now, but he's got this second round sealed in his favor, definitely.
Yeah, Delfino's going to have to go for
They're
big
ready
flyweights.
Squirrely little guys, definitely.
Go first.
Delfino, definitely, he needs to show something in this third round. He needs to get a finish somehow. He hasn't, like you said, he hasn't shown much on the ground. I think he'll get it standing if he does succeed with it.
We're getting a good clinch from Delfino being able to control Robiel a little bit more.
Good hip pressure right there. Good knee.
Drop to the single on your left side. Drop to the single on your left side.
Delfino working knees on the inside.
Head to head on this.
Delfino, he really ain't got much time. He needs to get some separation and keep this fight standing. He needs, like you said, he needs to get a finishing shot.
Robiel can get a decent little neck crank going here if he can get try to get a separation possibly.
Those knees coming. Head up, head up. We're either standing up or we're driving. We're either standing up or we're driving. Stand up, both hands on the mat, stand up. Stand up, all the way to your feet, all the way to your feet.
Looks like Delfino's showing a little fatigue.
Definitely a first we've ever seen this inside the DC cage. Delfino getting outworked.
That knee pass.
Robiel spent most of this fight on top. Doesn't seem tired at
Good,
all.
strong elbows.
A lot of technique for not as much amateur experience as say
Delfino,
Delfino
right
is.
underhook.
What was his record?
Delfino, push on the
7-3
face,
from
that
Delfino,
separation.
and then
Push on the
believe
face. I want that right underhook.
4-0 for Robiel.
Good for him. Coming up against a well-experienced,
Going for the heel.
well-rounded Delfino, and he comes in on this fight and he's just outworking him.
Props to Robiel going for a leg lock.
I seen that. That was very good.
Fight he's
about
been
had it.
controlling.
Going into this third round, everyone's so slippery. It's hard to keep a hold of the other guy.
Yeah, about minute 15 left. Delfino's going to have to probably get a break here and then go for something big.
Ref telling him to stay busy.
Robiel might use this get up on a single leg. You would know what it's like up against the cage, right, Mr. Robinson?
Oh, a little bit. A little bit. That's my bread and butter right there. It's no secret.
What tips can you give us up there? If you're in probably Robiel's position, being the champ.
Keep your head underneath his chin. Stay center. Mix it up a little. Keep him second guessing.
One thing you did really well in your last fight, mixing everything together.
That was all training at Skywalker and working with Robert Rojas. We worked really hard on that training camp, and needless to say, what I did to Messer is what Rojas did to me the last 8 weeks. It was a tough fight.
Wow. Robiel still putting those points in.
Yeah, this well-fought fight for Robiel, definitely. Coming into Omaha, and
very good fight.
Pretty sure he got that fight unanimously.
Yeah, moving at only 5-0. Usually you see amateurs taking a lot more fights before they go pro, but truth be told, he could probably go pro now.
Yeah,
he's looking very talented.
He looked great on the ground, great with his stand-up. He could probably, after winning this title, go pro and not have a problem.
Located on North 30th
Good for him.
Very good wrestling. Great job from Robiel.